Hey everyone, it's Christina here, Christine of Light. Thank you for visiting with me. When you watch my videos, you're always in a protective bubble of love and light, watched over by all my guides and angels, and as always, I am in gratitude to them for this. This is a love reading I was called late last night to do today. I had to, I wasn't expecting to do this, so I needed the day to prep my energy for it. Uh, so, anyways, it's a little later than I thought it would be, but neither here nor there. I am here. I'm trying to keep a good lock on my energy for these readings, weighing with everything that's going on energetically on the planet, me moving through my own stuff with that, my own development, and still doing what I am called to do at this point in my life. And this is my journey to take for whoever finds me to absorb any of the information I have for them. Because after all, if you are called to watch it, then you were called for a reason. Let's see, where do I got a shit ton of decks here. A shit ton of decks. I kept offloading them. So, we'll just go with it. I don't know how long this is going to be. I hadn't planned on it being incredibly long, but I think I used like 8 to 10 decks here. It was late last night. I pulled the cards last night because I went with the energy I was getting at that time, and that's what I did. I pulled all the cards at that time, so let's go through it. When I had announced on my community feed earlier, I was getting butterflies in my stomach, like somebody wanted to talk to somebody that, and I also just, you know what, why don't I read this right now? I knew I was going to know when I needed to read it because I wasn't sure. I was called to this one card, so it's this one right here. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. This is a beautiful deck. All my decks are beautiful, but this one's very beautiful too. And on it's got a moon, it's got a beautiful wolf, and a whole shit ton of energy. And of course, the moon is, I'm feeling here, is what you don't see. And there is some fire. I feel passion. There's roses with some thorns right there, but I feel movement, and I can feel it intense in my solar plexus. And just an intense masculine, gender not mattering here, as usual. I can feel the wolf like hovering, just waiting for the right time. I'll read you this. The wolf protects his pack and does not back down from a challenge. Unlike the bull, who stands his ground unless significantly provoked, the wolf takes the fight to his adversary. I'm not feeling fight energy with this. He is driven by a passionate internal fire that can warm but also burn. That I do feel. If you don't heed the wolf's growl, he will eventually bite. This has the element of chaos, destructive natural forces, aggression, and conflict. This is also, I feel, a tearing down and a rebuilding again, as well as what I'm feeling in this energy. These are united for the purpose of defense and protection. It can also symbolize potent male sexuality that I am getting. Instinctual, animal-like will, vital eroticism, and a regenerative catalyst. It represents a tendency towards change through catharsis, purging, and cleansing fire. Absolutely. It is a sharp and painful stab of the thorn that jolts us awake and into awareness. I'm getting that as well. I'm feeling like this is like all of a sudden, holy shit, I'm alive. I'm alive, and boom, there it is. This card, some keywords with it is protection, passion, defense, conflict, and male potency. Supports an age defense against adversaries. If you have a challenging phone call coming up, oh, I'm sorry, that's just what you can do with the card in general, but I wanted to, this is that deck for that as well. Definitely felt that energy for sure. Alright, let's see what we got here. The overall energy is showing a snake skin, and that's definitely Bunny, what are you doing? And it says lies. I'm hearing deceit. Shedding a skin, lies, and deceit. The immediate energy is journey, and there is a shit ton of space here. A whole wide open space. Whichever direction you want to go, and ready to take in new beautiful things. Okay. Offer. And it shows a prize. Unfinished. Shows a puzzle. This is a present. Offer a present. But what's wrapped underneath? Dazzling, and it shows diamonds. That's the energy in the forefront. It's what we see. This is how I read cards for the most part. And what we don't see, what's underneath. Influenced, and it shows perhaps a martini and a little bit of a haze. Sinking. Shows ripples in the sand. Hope with petals on leaves. Water drops on leaves. And enter keys. I'm having trouble talking. My words aren't matching what's coming out of my mouth, it feels like. Benji and Winnie behind me. Dad is on another trip this weekend in a pro-am out of state. I need to get me a roommate. Or maybe I already have one. So, let's see what we got here. So lies with the snakeskin shed is above unfinished. There's unfinished business. Okay, what we don't see underneath, basically the moon side, the shadow side. That's what I call it. So how I read my decks is what's in the forefront right here telling me a story. So overall energy of what everything ties into is my top card, and the card to the left of me is always the immediate energy that lead. This is the card that leads the deck here. When I lay out, what's underneath the shadow is influence, sinking, hope, and enter. What I'm getting with that is the phases of this person. Man, I read for masculine like crazy lately, and I mean masculine that's a male. Is how it's coming through to me. They're in the forefront right now because masculines are releasing toxic masculinity right now. So it does coincide for me that would be how it's working right now. So neither here nor there. This is phases. This person had some really addictive, toxic patterning, and alcoholism could have been one, or just at least not necessarily alcoholism, but at least, you know, shutting down with some drinks here and there to when this person couldn't find it's a him. So this is how I'm reading it, guys. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry. It's just how it comes through. So it is what it is. It's for somebody. This person would find plenty of things to keep them occupied, but when they couldn't, they would pull out some drinks to try to take their mind off of, I'm hearing, what they had done. And then it started to sink in what they had done, regardless of what they were trying to do to distract themselves. This isn't like a glimmer of hope with the word hope here. In the sense, I feel like this was this person's guidance trickling in little petals. I keep saying petals. Little droplets of information, of guided information into them to help awaken them. This person was shut down and was living in some alternate universe, and it was made up. Their life was made up somehow. It was constructed the way they thought it should be. It's probably, you know, family patterns and, you know, illusions. You know, if they're enabling and they're what you want them to be, then, you know, it is what it is. But this person's guidance was trying to get this person to wake up, I'm getting, for a very long time. And this person was very shut down. But enter. Enter the light. The person that has the key to their heart. Very nice. Very nice. Well, that's what was happening underneath as far as like a timeline here. There's a timeline that's going on with this. So this is some shedding of a life then, but what's lingering is the deceit from that and the lies they told themselves. They were telling themselves lies. So this person's been on a journey of enlightenment. Their guides have been trying to awaken them, and that has happened. So I feel like the way these three cards are, offer, unfinished, and dazzling, I feel like they shouldn't be in that order, but that's the order they came out in, and that's the way I'm getting they're supposed to be. So this is offer of a gift. But there's unfinished. Something's unfinished. So I feel like it should be unfinished, then you have an offer, and then you have it's dazzling, but it's because... So this person has an offer to make two, must be this person over here. This person that brought some light and had the key to this person's heart. But something's unfinished. Something's not completed yet. Whew. What this person has... This is what the main character in this sees this person who has the key to their heart that brought light into their life as a shiny diamond in their life. And this masculine has repeatedly felt like offering this other person something, but there's unfinished business of some sort. I don't know if it's between them or if that masculine has something unfinished in his life. I'm not getting that yet. Let's move on to the next bunch of cards. I feel like that's later. We have the Four of Wands. The Nine of Wands. And the King of Pentacles. So whoever this is very stubborn. As you can see in this picture of this King of Pentacles, how this is in the regular tarot deck, there's the bulls are here, right here. There's all kinds of vines and greenery growing all over. And there's two bulls up there too as well. It's a regular Rider-Waite, I think. And now, staring at his pentacle. So I see this as this person was keeping an eye on their money, their empire. And in that time, they lost their passion because it was that addictive patterning of probably obsessiveness with that way of life, that stern and strict stubbornness. His way kind of like is what I'm feeling. His way of the highway. I hear tantrum. Grown man tantrum. Is that what's happening? In either case, this person lost sight of what lights up their life. And if you'll excuse me, but their passion, and I get that as you know, their thing, lost their passion, their drive for what they thought they wanted overall. This person's worked hard. I'm working backwards here. Why? I feel like... So this is the second set of cards I've gone back and forth with the way that the alignment is for this. I feel like this person is tracking back through their life to figure out where they've gone wrong. To kind of like a revisiting of your timeline of your life, not perhaps where they've gone, where they think they may have gone wrong, but it's just to really reflect on their journey, so what they don't make the same mistakes moving forward. I feel like, you know, this person's worked hard, and I think they've put themselves through a lot more than they've needed to go through. This person is way in their head. I feel like they're very confident in one aspect of their life, but they're not in another. This person can tend to be shy, but fierce at the same time. There's like two sides to this person. But I hear this person wants new love. And of course, this does represent relationship and the coming together of two people. And as you can see, they're getting married. So this person does see hope for the future here. Bringing in that hope card again. That could be what his guidance is telling him at this time. You know, that it's time to move on, or imagine what things could be moving ahead. You know, this person does a lot of looking at everything that they've got or done. But I think they're lonely. I think this person imagines what it would be like to not be lonely. You know, this person may have been a workaholic, perhaps. Reflecting on time gone by. Alright, off to the next one. Man holding a heart. Now I'm feeling it. This masculine is in love. Is in love. I am just messing my cards all up here. I don't know why I even try. Hostilities. And appreciation. This other person, I feel like I should just put a notation at the end of my videos. Just apply the people as they fit into the scenario, because I things will come into me however they're applied to me, because they're for whoever, but they can apply to you however it fits for you. Just, you know, I'm just the channel. You can see here, this person's like feeling very romantic. Oh, okay. This came to me really quick. I need to take a drink. So this is, it's just soda water, and I don't know if you guys have ever tried, but crap. I think it's ocean spray, probably. That cranberry immunity, it's got acai berry and blueberry. It is so freaking good. I mix it with my soda water. It is really good. And no, it is not influenced. Just a nice, cool, juicy drink. So, okay, yes. This person, this masculine is enamored with makes him want to take his hair down, let his hair down, and loosen his collar up, let his chest hair out if he has any. Oh my jeez. No, he's wearing his heart basically on his sleeve. He wants to come forward. I feel like this person feels out of their element, but it has gained confidence in this. I won't even tell you what I just heard. That is not even... So my guidance, I've said this before in my videos, my guidance comes through very, very silly to me a lot. My guidance comes through in humor quite often, because I adore humor. So, oh my god. But this masculine is shy. He's shy when it comes to romantic stuff, even though this masculine has a big heart and has shut that down on a number of occasions in his life for whatever past trauma reasons, or how some people just grow up in a household and that's what they see, it's what they know, so they, when they're introduced to something else, it's frightening to them. They've not encountered that, and male or female, whatever, they've seen things or been around things, however it's been, and when something magical shows up into their life that they've never felt before, it's scary, for them. And I'm hearing lost opportunities. Yeah, I can see how people, out of fear, there's no fear in love, they would lose out on opportunities because of being afraid, of being vulnerable. This is the second love reading in 1 week that I've got vulnerability about love, but I think they're kind of like one and the same sometimes. This masculine is used to being like this when it comes to love, but you'll see his helmet's off. So this masculine has begun the process of letting down his guard, so to speak. This is two things right here. I feel like two things with this card. So it's a woman in a thorny thicket. So she's the beautiful amongst the rough, and you can see the light behind her. She's the bright and shiny in this masculine's dreary, thorny, rough life of some sort. But I also feel like the masculine, this represents the masculine getting in touch with his feminine side. And that's just, we all have a masculine and a feminine side. I say that repeatedly in my videos. That's what makes us one whole individually. It's when we're in that balance of yin and yang. And I feel like, because in order for this masculine to receive this love, he'd have to be allowing his feminine side to balance out his masculine side. And I feel that that's what this woman that has the keys to his heart, him taking his helmet off and starting to feel his feelings and allow them slowly into his life. What's the matter? Yeah. What's the matter? Prophets and ancient seers, decisions, predictive guidance. Yeah, this person's definitely needed help from their guidance above. I don't know that this person knows that, but they are strongly helping this person. And they've needed it, I hear. Kinship, community. You know what? I think I took those out of order. Archangel Raziel, wisdom, inspiration, Akashic records. So Akashic records are huge right now because as we're releasing all this dense energy on the planet right now, via us and people who are light bearers, so on and so forth, we're taking in those light codes, and in comes the wisdom, the inspiration, and the Akashic records from past lives that holds the key to our this present moment and moving the population in the consciousness. This is a 10 card, and this is, 10 to back to 1 again. It's a new beginning. It's an ending to a new beginning. So this person, this masculine, has been starting to go through a spiritual awakening. It's been long and drawn out, and this masculine has fought it. This masculine knows good and well that they are talented, but they have shut that baby down. But this masculine is about to be starting to be introduced to, if not already, his soul tribe. So him, like others, are going to start noticing that people, places, and things are falling away, as they are for many of us right now. I hear he's willingly letting them go, as he should, because they belong to a different him at a different time, and they no longer fit in to the puzzle of his life now. He's on a journey. There's wide open space, and he's ready to fill it with those people, places, and things of his new storyline. So one thing about the wolf, they're good in a pack, and they are good by themselves. Sometimes you have to be a lone wolf and take that journey. And a journey of finding out who you are. We are human in a 3D setting, but we are a soul that's on a journey as well. And sometimes we have to take those times to be alone and reevaluate our lives and let things go that no longer fit into it, because as we evolve, we require different things. And I'll say it once, I'll say it twice, I've said it a million times. Sometimes shit just ends. It's just the way it goes, and you move on. You move on because you have a life to live, and we're not here for many of those years, and we never know when it's time to punch our card. So This is a self-care deck that I have. Happiness. This reminds me of Gemini season right here. I feel like this person's been going back and forth. Two sides of themselves, trying to figure things out. Your thinking will either make your happiness or take your happiness. You choose. Yeah, and I think this is one of this person's main problems. They do way too much thinking. They need to come out of their head for a while and feel things. They need, and I think that's what his guidance has been trying to teach him. Because if you'll notice, Archangel Raziel here, that big bright light right over the heart. Sending that energy right into that heart, wakening this masculine up. You know, and this is a grown person, so this person has a choice. It's whether or not they're going to choose, you know, to get out of that seat that King of Pentacles is in and make the change, you know. But at the same time, his guidance might be telling him that he's got a lot to process and it's going to take a little time, and we on a spiritual journey know that you can't plop every little bit of information on somebody all at one time. It will never happen. They'll completely jump right out of that storyline because it's way too much to take on. If anybody had plopped me into everything I know not right now, I probably would have gone insane. It's a slow trickle. You have to bring it in that way. You just have to. It's impossible to just plop it into somebody's life. Number one, intention. I feel this person put themselves, number one, selfishly in the first place. And then realized you can put yourself number one without sacrificing everybody around you. To do that, to accomplish that. And I feel like it was a goal for this person. What if the only resolution you made was to love yourself more? And I think that's what this masculine's going through right now, is determining where he's gone wrong in taking care of himself the right way. You know, not to knock this person, but what worked for him in the past may have worked. But it's definitely not working for him now. And he's going through a lot of struggle because of that. Change. And boom, there it is. This person's embracing change. This person also had a very hard time with change. They have very stubborn energy and doesn't like to do things he doesn't want to do. At least not at that time. When he's ready, he does stuff. A resistance to change is a resistance to life itself, and I think that in a nutshell is what's been happening here. Open your heart and mind to new beginnings. And that is some words of wisdom for this masculine. Echinacea, consciousness. He has become conscious. His guidance is helping him, whether he knows that or not. He's been inspired. Iris, inspiration. He has been inspired because he's had that light, that fire in him relit again. Because this person's a very passionate, fiery person. I can feel it. I mean, my whole entire torso, I can feel it. This person's been holding back a whole lot of loving, I hear. Crocus opening. Yes, this person is very much accepting change in his life. And he is opening to it. It's like the flower, the beautiful flowers on here. Like the beautiful flowers on my arm. I'm gonna connect all of these with a little line of leaves and put a purple flower here, and I think I'll complete that arm with that. I like my flower tattoos. Make me happy. Photo, proof, getting evidence. This person's been keeping an eye on this other person. It's that at the beginning I was talking about the wolf, just, you know, lurking, circling, keeping an eye on this pretty lady. He's been reflecting on his life. He's becoming more in tune with himself. He's allowing himself to not be so rigid. This reminds me of the King of Cups, actually. He's allowing his emotions to fill him, which is healthy. This masculine needs that. Dirty hover, yes. This masculine, he's got a whole lot of loving in him. He was married to his money, or there was some sort of relationship based on money, whether it be with the money and or a person. But as beautiful as this setup is here, to me, in this, the way I'm feeling the energy is it was all a mask, a facade of some sort. May not have been at the time, but that's how it is appearing now. Girl fight. Arguments, physical fight, at war, competing. It's been fighting with his internal masculine and feminine. He's been keeping those feelings at bay for so long. It's been an internal battle for him. It's not good for his health, I'll tell you that much. Fake accounts. Fake social media accounts to spy, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. This person has definitely been keeping an eye on another person. I'm not getting it's creepy, but if you got a creepy person, I don't think you should be watching the video. That shouldn't be somebody you'd be hoping to get together with. This person could be just checking up on this other person, seeing how they're doing. You know, person's got feelings for them. They're going to be curious to see how they're doing. You know, they may not be ready for them right now, but they could be in the future, and that person wants to make sure that, you know, that door's may still be open, that there's a potential for them to be with this person, perhaps. Because this masculine rejected this person before. He rejected. It could be either way, actually. Yeah, I'm right out of the gate. So perhaps there's a couple people watching this with a storyline. Take it how it fits. Then it may be that you rejected this person, or this person rejected you. Then dodging bullets, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters. This person knows their boundaries now. They let too many toxic people, places, and things into their life prior, and they know what they do and do not want in their life anymore in that aspect. And it's not this toxicity. This person knows it sucks the life out of them, and they know that they need to keep the peace around them to help sustain them, to keep their health. It's not where they're at anymore. They may have been able to dodge it and maneuver it beforehand, but it's not where they're at anymore. Their vibration's risen, so it's not a match any longer. Raven, the universe is calling you to notice important synchronicities. This person's been getting signs from its guidance to help Um, I'm getting bombarded because this person's been so hard to awaken. Woodpecker. I'm sure. Use your discernment and fortitude. This person's got fortitude for sure. To achieve your goals and find a new rhythm. This person's looking for a new rhythm no matter how it fits. For you, this person knows what's healthy for them and what isn't. Duck. Find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you, and this person recognizes that now. 45 minutes, dang. Abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss. This person definitely knows what makes them happy now and what doesn't. Ascending. Transcending obstacles. Learning expansion. New phase. Preparing for union. This person's masculine and feminine internally has come together. This person has found some internal balance finally. Girl talk. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. This person may be single now. They may have been with somebody. That could have been part of that group of people, places, and things that they were involved with that's no longer a match for them. And those things have fallen away. And this person's saying yes to his feminine side and welcoming in this picture. Basically, it's, it reminds me of a teenage girl, but it's youthful, cute, playful energy is what I'm getting from this. Love story. Once upon a time. These people are counterparts. They've been in many lives together. Burning evidence. This person's allowing his past to go through the violet transmuting flame and be processed out. And, holds the storyline of his journey respectfully, but burning down what no longer serves him energetically and moving on from it. Yeah, baby. This person wants love. For the first time in his life, this person wants love. This says sex here, but this person I can feel just wants to be with somebody. Oh my God, I don't... It's making me want to cry. This person wants to be in a nurturing, loving, affectionate relationship with somebody where it's respectful and it's mutual love. This person is craving it. You can see it's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a word and I can't even find it. Mind blowing, really is. This person is tired of being weary from useless battles that just don't serve him anymore. Yes. He wants to be with this person and wants to enjoy being in love and being happy and having stability. Just have somebody to be mutually, have a conversation with, to enjoy company with, to experience life. Love is like heaven, but it can hurt you like hell. Yeah, it can. And vulnerability, it sucks, but you want to know what? We are here on the planet at this time because this is the only place you can go to learn about love. And souls want to come here to learn how to love, to feel that 3D experience of love on this planet. And you don't learn it if you don't do it. So that's the chance you take, is of attempting to love another knowing that you could be hurt. But that's what feeling love is. But you don't give up on it. You don't bathe in the aftermath of it. You dust off, get your ass up, and you live your life. Love is like heaven. And you can have heaven on earth if you choose to. There's billions of people on this planet. Just because one person doesn't match you anymore and falls away from your life does not mean you end love forever and then destroy your life or never love again. Love yourself enough to know that you're worthy of more love after that. The greatest gift you can give someone is your own personal development. Yeah, the gift to yourself. How about that? The gift to yourself of self-development and doing what you come here as a soul to do, and it's evolve. The essence of life. To thine own self be true, and it must follow. As the night, the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. Oh, yeah. I think it's time for, I think this person is. I think they've realized they need to be true to themselves. They need to honor themselves. Period. You need to honor themselves and what they want, you know? The gnome. I love gnomes. Being in nature and going with the flow. Nurturing your garden. Nurturing your garden with love. The sorcerer. Power. Manipulation. I think this is old energy for this person. I think there's a new magician on the scene. And he's creating all new magic now for himself. The decayed, greed, envy. Yeah, this is old energy that this person would allow themselves to be in, but what's decaying now is the old him. And it's falling away. Shadow walker, issues, problems. Yeah, this person's spent time in their shadow and they've recognized what doesn't work for them anymore. Blood angel, wounds, emotions. Yeah, it's been forced to feel his feelings. It's been unavoidable. You sit with yourself long enough, you know, it's just going to happen. It's unavoidable. The dread, depression, anxiety. Yeah, and that's all that comes out of it when you sit in a stagnancy like that. Energy is meant to move, and if it's just whirling and whirling around that like that in a soup, it's you eventually the universe comes in and forces you to recognize those things, to deal with them, because quite frankly that's what that energy brings in eventually. It's you soup in depression and anxiety and you just go back and forth with it. And we're in the home stretch here. Longest video I've ever made. This is just some of color therapy is great for people, because in color, when you're looking at the colors, there may be internal emotions that are, in under your skin, in your organs, flowing through your veins that you haven't released yet, and to get you well. Seeing these colors will help purge you of the things that you no longer need. So I mean, upon looking at them, words will come to you, and they're coming up to be released. So allow them, the moment, to be with you, and then allow them to go. You've acknowledged them, as you should do, instead of stuffing them down. Feel anything that comes with them, and thank them for the journey with you, and move on from them. You know, when things come up that way, it's that you shouldn't just ignore it and walk away from it. It's your body trying to help you heal. Do yourself the honor of allowing your body to heal, because all you do is end up with illness because of it. Dealing with our feelings helps us to heal and move forward. And that journey that we're all on, all of us, not, separate from this masculine as well, we need to create as much space as possible, which allows things, positive, uplifting things, to come into our life that we wrote as a story before we got here. Stop stopping your story. Allow it to happen. Do the work you need to do. Sit with yourself. Take time with yourself. Walk the path by yourself. Sometimes you got to do it so you can bring in that masculine, that feminine, whoever it is, because love is love. I don't care how you see it. Healthy love, however it fits for you, is what uplifts this planet. And you can judge anybody all you want. It does not matter. If two men are meant to be together, or two women are meant to be together, then so it is. But it's love, regardless of what you think of it. You love your pets, you love your children. Love is love, and the more love that there is on this planet, the higher the vibration is. And God only knows we need that on the planet more than ever, and that's what we're being taught right now. We're shedding things that no longer serve us, all in all, together on this planet, people, places, and things, to bring in this journey. Beautiful, loving scenarios, and it can happen if you allow it. White. Purity, innocence, cleanliness, perfection. Carnelian red. Physical and sexual energy, healthy, fulfilling love. Red. Passion, energy, action, strength. That is our masculine in this scenario, I'll tell you that much. Royal blue. Empathy, dependability, royalty, tranquility. That's his feminine. Salmon. Expression, fellowship, individuality, compassion. Seafoam green. Revitalization, luck, health, and nature. Yellow. Happiness, optimism, positivity, intellect. Well, that is the longest reading I've ever done in my entire life. I don't usually like to sit through long ones, but they have to strike a chord with me for me to do that. But I always said I'm only gonna do short readings, and yet here I am at almost 1 hour. Well, I hope this reading was meant for somebody, because boy, it beckoned my call last night. And anyway, thank you very much for joining me here, Christina of Light. I am Christina, bidding you fond farewell. Peace, guys. Have a great weekend.